Saxon Algebra 1/2, Lesson 87. Greetings, Caleb. Lesson 87 is not difficult at all. What it is wordy and theoretical, and it annoys me ever so slightly, going all the way back to like second grade. These kinds of lessons kind of annoyed me. Don't let it get you down. It's easy. It's just a lot of words. It's probably going to be super obvious. We're calling it property of algebra. Talking about this is that in algebra we shift and move numbers around in lots of interesting and creative ways, and what John wants us to do right now is recognize that there are rules that underpin all of these crazy things that we do. We're not just making stuff up. It's all completely legal and legit, and these are kind of the fundamental reasons why we can do this. So I'm going to lay them out for you. The first one is called the commutative property. These are all in your book too, starting on page 272. If you care to look, I'm going to write them out though, so it's okay. And what this says is that in addition and multiplication, order doesn't matter, okay? A plus B is going to be the same as B plus A, and A times B is going to be the same as B times A. So that's how I simplify this. Order doesn't matter in addition and multiplication. It does matter, obviously, subtraction and division, but for adding and multiplying, order doesn't matter. That's the first one. Second one is called associative property. I'll tell you right now, Caleb, it's not important to me that you memorize the names of these. It's important to me that you understand that there are properties that define the rules of algebra that we're using. So when you say to yourself, oh yeah, I'm adding, so order doesn't matter, just remember, yeah, there's a property somewhere that defines that. You don't have to remember the name of it. I won't test you on that. Okay, associative property. Has to do with parentheses. And it works for addition as well as multiplication. And what the parentheses do is tell us what to do first. So they're saying if you have three numbers you're adding together, you can add the first two and then the third one, or you can add the second and third and then add the first one, and it'll get you the same answer. And here, the same thing. You can multiply the first two and then the third, or you can multiply the second ones and then the first one. And again, order doesn't matter, okay? And again, it's addition and multiplication. So that's the same. Same advice. Order doesn't matter in addition and multiplication, even if you're grouping things. Okay, this one will make you cry just a little bit. It's called the reflexive property. And it has to do, when I see reflex, I think of reflection, looking in a mirror. And here it is, ready to have your mind blown. A equals A. What? I know, this hurts me too a little bit. But yeah, we know that if two things are the same, then they're the same. I don't really have anything more to say about that. Symmetric property. This is another one. It's going to hurt a little bit. If A equals B, then B equals A. I'm not going to say anything, Caleb. Transitive. This is the last one. This one I kind of like. It's easy and logical, but it's kind of fun. A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C, right? A equals B, B equals C, and then you can skip and just connect A and C. Okay, that one's nice. All right, so those are our 5. Example 87.1 is the only problem, and it's about the only clever thing John can think of to do with these. Use the commutative and associative properties to simplify 87 plus 49 plus 13 plus 51. Okay, so what are the commutative and the associative properties? We're dealing with addition here. Those were the first 2 we talked about, in which we said that A plus B equals B plus C. No, B plus A, sorry. I'm just making things up to confuse you. And associative was the one where we put parentheses on things. So we're supposed to use these 2 ideas to add this. Now, I'm going to tell you what my brain does, Caleb, and I bet your brain has done it too. What you see is that these are 4 numbers, and we could just chug along and add them in order. But as I was writing them down, I noticed a pattern. This ends in a 7, this ends in a 3. I know those are going to go together to make 10. This ends in a 9, and this ends in a 1. I know those 2 are going to go together to make 10. So I'm going to regroup this and add these 2. I'll do those first, and then I'm going to do these 2. Okay? So I can do this in my head. I know the 7 and the 3 are going to make 10, and then I'm going to add that extra 1, 9, 10. So those make 100. Okay? And now here, 49 and 51, yeah, this is the same thing. What my brain wants to do here is take the extra 1 and give it to him. Now they're both 50, and there's another 100. And so our answer is 200. Now, I know your brain knows how to do this. Do you associate it with these properties? I'll be honest with you, my brain doesn't really think in terms of that, but these are, like I said in the beginning, these are the underpinning mathematical principles that allow us without worrying that we're messing anything up. Okay, so make of this lesson what you will. Don't let it harsh your buzz. Just keep on doing what you're doing, and just know that there are properties to protect you if you ever have to defend yourself for what you're doing. Okay, that is lesson 87. The only practice problem is just like this, where it gives you numbers. It's multiplication in the practice problem, but again, there are 2 pairs that make a lot more sense to operate on together. You'll see, it's easy. Okay, that's all for 87. Thanks, Caleb.